I'll click on shipping. Now the first thing that we need to do is add a shipping zone. So right here, I'll click on add shipping zone. Let's first give our first zone a name. So this is gonna be United States. Now the next option is zone regions. Now I wish they didn't put this, but this actually means everywhere based off your shipping zones. So for example, I am shipping to United States and Canada. So by default, it will ship to everywhere in those areas. If you only wanna ship to specific regions, you can go ahead and select those regions here. For example, if you wanna ship to only Alaska, Arizona, and Arkansas, you can do that. But since I am shipping to all of the places in the United States and Canada, I'm going to leave everywhere standard. The next option is shipping methods. So here, I'll click on add a shipping method. Now here we have free shipping. So first, I'll click on free shipping and click on continue. Now free shipping requires what? Well, right here, we have a few options. No requirements, a valid free shipping coupon, a minimum order amount, or you can select a minimum order and a coupon or. So either or they must have both. I'm gonna select a minimum order amount, and this must meet about $100. So if the customer spends $100 on our store, they will automatically get free shipping. Here, I'll click on create and save. Pretty simple, right? Okay, let's do another one. Here, I'll click on add shipping method. Next, we'll go ahead and select the second option, which is flat rates. Here, I'll click on continue. So what is the flat rate for shipping, right? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put something like maybe $5, all right? So $5 is going to be our default flat rate for shipping on our store. Here, I'll go ahead and click on create and save. Now let's select the last one. Add shipping method, local pickup. Here, I'll click on continue. And obviously this probably will be free. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 0. You can always put like a, like a pickup fee or something like that if you wanna go that route. Also for tax status, this is not gonna be taxable. So here, I'll click on create and save. Now here we have 3 options. Free shipping if they spend $100, flat rates, and the flat rate is $5. And then here we have local pickup, okay? Now many of you probably are thinking, wait a minute, I have a lot of different products, so I need to charge a different shipping price for each individual product. This is gonna be called shipping classes. So let's go ahead and talk about that next. So let me help you understand this. Let's go to our product page. Now over here, you're gonna see that we have 3 products. Now here, this shirt probably doesn't cost much for shipping. However, if you have something like a refrigerator, or if you have really big shoes, then you might have to charge a different shipping rate because this product might be larger, it might be heavier, there could be a whole bunch of reasons. So let me show you how to charge a shipping rate for each individual item. Let's go over here to WooCommerce, and now we're going to introduce you all to shipping classes. So here, I'll click on add shipping class. And for this class, we'll just go ahead and put heavy, right? And then heavy packages, okay. Sorry if I type wrong. I can see the keyboard. I'm not illiterate. I have a microphone in front of me. So here I'll click on create. Okay, so now we have these shipping classes. Next, let's go back over here to shipping zones. And we're gonna scroll down, and here we have flat rates. Now over here, I'll click on edit. So now we have a default flat shipping rate of $5. However, we need to actually charge more for specific products. So let's say, for example, those shoes on our store, they're gonna cost a little bit more for shipping. I'm gonna put something like, $10 for shipping. Next, we have calculation type. You do wanna make sure you have per class selected. This essentially is going to charge this rate for each individual item in the carts. If you put per order, it's just going to put the most expensive shipping class for all of the products in your cart. So I do recommend to put per class, and this will actually make sure that the customer pays the appropriate price for shipping. Here, I'll go ahead and click on save. So now that we've done that, now we need to assign this actual rate to a specific product. So over here, I'll click on Darrel shoes. Next, I'll click on edit product. All right, so we're gonna scroll down, and over here we have shipping. So here we have shipping class. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put heavy. And what this is gonna do now, it's going to assign this specific shipping cost for this specific product. Here, I'll click on update. Because I realize many of you, selling something, you probably have a bunch of different items that are a bunch of different sizes. So shipping classes makes it possible where you can assign a shipping rate for each individual item. And later on, we'll run a test transaction where you'll see the flat rate and the shipping class cost being applied. Let's go ahead and scroll up. Now we're gonna skip payments for now. Next, we have accounts and privacy. Now, on your own free time, feel free to check out these options. This is essentially if you want to enable guest checkout. I think that's a terrible idea. And these default options are standard for most e-commerce stores. Next, let's click on emails. Here we have this really annoying pop-up from one of those plugins. So yeah, sometimes plugins do that. Sorry guys, you know, that does happen with WordPress sometimes. Now, there's a few things I want to talk about here. So here you'll see recipients, and these are actually going to you. So when you get a new order, this will be sent to your specific email. These orders right here, like processing, on hold, yada, yada, these will be sent to the customers. So over here, I'll click on manage. So here you'll see that these subject and email headings, these are defaults. I do recommend to leave these options default because it just, you know, it's just easier and it just makes sense, right? Now, the problem here is that if we scroll down, this email right here is not able to be customized. However, you can use a free plugin. I made a video about a few years ago, and there is a drag and drop builder where you can essentially build these forms from scratch right here. So in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you really quick. You can actually drag and drop elements onto the actual form right here. So you can actually custom build this however you would like using a free plugin, and does not cost you anything whatsoever. So I do recommend to use that plugin, and I'll put this video in the video description. It is a really cool plugin, and this will allow you to customize all the emails for your store. Next, let's talk about the most important option,